my beautiful Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for the end of February right through to the end of March 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, your 11th and your 5th house are influencing you at this time. Now, your 11th house is all about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and your goals. And it's about making things happen. So you will have extra commitment, dedication, and confidence, as well as motivation and drive to get to where you want to go because of that influence. Also, your 5th house is influencing you as well, which makes you feel that you really want to bring a little bit more excitement or fun into your career, because the 5th house is about the pursuit of pleasure. So it's really about enjoying what you do and that really reflecting in your work, which brings more success and reward anyway. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? Now, we do have the shadow self, which of course is it's an energy of worrying about something. It's really a card of you being obsessed about something. Perhaps it is the devil cards. It's number 15. So it's really about addressing where you feel things have been very, very difficult, or where you feel things have been holding you back. But we do have the devil card and the death card side by side, which indicates the struggle is going to get easier. That's the death card brings change and transformation. And your final card there is the empowerment, which is the chariot card. Success, victory, and obtaining a goal or something that you've been working really hard towards. But it has not been easy, okay? Now, we do have the 10 of Pentacles over the Devil card. So some of you, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, some of you have been obsessively looking at your finances. Some of you may have even been working for money rather than for love. And of course, it is important to be focused on money, because I gotta go get that card. I'll get that card now in a moment. Of course, it is important for all of us to earn money, to pay bills and look after our family and find stability. But if we're only doing something for love, sometimes it can feel a little bit soulless, okay? Or it can feel a little bit difficult. But that's not going to resonate for everyone, that part. I'm just picking up a small energy of that coming through, so I have to mention it. But let's get all your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Sorry, that card is meant to be there, my guide said. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Yes. So that card that's on the floor, which I will get in a moment, is meant to be there. Then you got that Wheel of Fortune. So you do have a bit of luck coming your way, or a turnaround of events. Thank you so much. And we have the Knight of Wands as well. Let's go one more. Okay. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the King of Cups. Okay, so they're really indicating don't give up on something that you love doing, because even though it hasn't shown up for you just yet, or it's still in the works, it is going to show up for you, okay? So I'm just going to go get that card. One moment, please. Okay, so we got the 6 of Cups there. Sorry, I edited. Nobody needs to see me bending down to get that card with my butt on the camera. You really do not need to see that. So yeah, let's get straight to your cards. Now, the first card there, of course, is number 15, and that is the Devil energy. So a lot of you are super focused on your career, but it may be bordering on obsession. And, there can be good obsession and there can be negative obsession. I actually see that it's kind of working both ways for you. So where you maybe focus a lot on your career, there's also a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights that are going on there as well. Or that you've been working so hard that you're close to burnout. So I feel it's important to give yourself some balance in your world. You may feel like you have a certain goal in mind and there was a time sensitive limit on it because they're really highlighting a clock for me right now. So if you do feel like something is time sensitive, know that everything will happen in divine timing. So what is meant for you will never pass you by. Just take a moment to breathe and, you know, all will be well. But I see something that you're obsessively working on or that you've really committed yourself to in a very precise way, and it's almost like you've cut out all distractions. With the Nine of Swords, this indicates that, you know, you need to also get rest because a busy mind is preventing you perhaps from sleeping. So if you find that you're going to bed at a reasonable time, but you're finding it hard to shut off, there may be something in your career that is really playing on your mind. So I'm just going to I'm going to pull a card and see what that is, because I'm just picking up this anxiety there with that. I mean, the shadow self is really to identify parts of yourself where you feel things are not working. Some of you may have doubt or fear about your career. There's something anxious going on here. So let me just pull a card and see what it is. The Lover's card and the Page of Wands. So it can mean that you want to find a way to do something that you love doing, that you have a little bit more excitement in, that also brings in finances. You may have found it's very difficult to find the two, so that merge together. So some of you may be doing a career or a job that perhaps wasn't your first choice, and you're doing it for the money as a means to an end. I mean, we all do that, right? We all pick a job that pays fairly well as we can possibly earn in that moment. And it may not be our first choice job, but it pays the bills and allows us to save for the moment that we return to the thing that we love. With the Six of Cups there, I see you returning to the thing that you love, being in a really good financial position in order to do the thing that you love, right? So don't worry about it. It will happen. You're not leaving it behind. I want you to be aware of that. Now, some of you also may feel that you're doing what you love already, but it's not bringing in the finances. You've got a certain amount of money that you want to accomplish, and you feel you're not being fairly recompensed. You're not being paid for the amount of effort that you put into something, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is, you know, a very slow moving energy. So you may feel that money is coming on in, but it's not what you're hoping for. And I feel like you're being really honest with yourself. You've taken a traditional route to earn money, and I feel, you know, you are very hardworking, but you may feel that there's no balance or no fair recompense. And whilst you are on a path to slow and steady wins a race, you may feel that you've been in a repetitive cycle and you're trying to brainstorm ways of making things a little bit more exciting for you, but also that brings in more money. Now, I do see an opportunity to either get a promotion or the next level up in your career. It will bring a little bit more money, but some of you may be thinking about setting up a partnership with either someone that you really care about. This person may be a little bit younger than you. It doesn't have to be, but I get a sense that some of you may be worrying or wondering about a new lucrative deal. And I feel it's important to do your due diligence first. I see it being something that's very exciting. I see something that brings a lot of growth for you, and it brings you into uncharted territory. So it is pushing you out of a comfort zone, and I feel it is right for you. But some of you, I get this sense that you're doing something that you love or you enjoy for the now, but it feels like it's not really your purpose, or it feels like you want to be doing something else, okay? I mean, it could be because some people you may love what you're doing right now, but you may feel the environment is very, very toxic and you get really good money there. So it's worrying you because you feel like you should be somewhere else, but at the same time, you're attached to the situation because it brings the money that you truly deserve and desire, okay? So if you're working in a toxic environment, I see some of you on the down low, putting your resume or your CV out there in order to get new opportunities, one that actually aligns with your heart, one that you can partner with that really makes your makes you feel emotionally rewarded, but also that it has value. Like you feel like you're doing something that makes a difference, and it brings a little bit more excitement in there, because pages, they bring news. So I feel, this is you, what you have to offer, which is a lot in the career sector. Okay, you are a gift when it comes to the career or working environment. So anyone that you work with or work for, or even if you work for yourself, you put all of yourself into that, and you bring a lot of, how can I put that? You bring a lot of dedication and commitment and true grit into your work, along with integrity. And you actually, the rewards of your labor bear fruit. So you're really good at what you do. You're very talented. You're very gifted. But you may feel that right now you're looking for something else, or you're wondering if there's anything else out there to do something that you love. We've got the Lovers card there, which means you have a lot of choice, okay? And you may be weighing up your options at this time to try and find a route that works for you. And the Page of Wands is about coming out of that comfort zone, receiving news to do something that's a little bit more exciting, and a little bit more like, it could be even the beginning of a project. So you could be almost like tapped on the shoulder by someone you work with at your current place of employment. And they say, we've got a new project that we'd like you to head up. We want you to be in control of this or in charge of this. At this time, we may not pay you extra money, but it'd be something that you love doing. And eventually we can see there's money in the budget to give you a little bit more finances, maybe give you a raise. I do feel like they will hold true to their word. They will give you a raise, but it will be delayed, okay? And that may really, annoy you a little bit. So it may make you feel like moving elsewhere, or actually looking at whether there are other opportunities that are more in alignment with who you are, where you're at right now in your career, and where you want to be financially, okay? So I definitely see some good news coming your way, some sort of recognition for your talents, even by somebody offering you a job opportunity. I feel like this is instrumental to showing you how good you are at what you do, because I feel like they want you to be there at the place of employment. Now, some of you, the Ten of Pentacles, it can be that you're thinking about setting up a business with your family, or a family member, or someone in your soul tribe, or you already work for a family and business. And I feel like there's been some unresolved issues. Perhaps there's been a little bit of drama that's gone on there. Words said in haste. I feel like this will be worked out, okay? I feel like it was a miscommunication is what I see, people being frustrated. So that part's not going to resonate for everyone anyway as well. But I get this energy from the Ten of Pentacles that you are putting your whole heart and soul into everything that you do, and you're actually attracting more finances as well. You've got an idea of the amount of finances you need or want to live a luxurious lifestyle, okay? Now this card indicates that I get this sense that whatever it is you're involved in, it will be very lucrative, okay? And I feel like you will leave a legacy at that environment. You will, if you're deciding to stay where you're at, I get this sense that, you'll be there very long term. But if you're thinking about getting something new, I feel like you will remain in that position until you retire, okay? That's what I'm picking up on. And it will bring so much financial reward because you're a loyal, hardworking employer or employee. So for example, you may be setting up your own business, becoming an entrepreneur, and people will want to work with you because you're a good employer. But also I get this sense that some of you may think about working for yourself. I get a desire to bring in more money because something's worrying you. The Nine of Swords, deep down, I feel like you're working really hard, but there's not much sleep here, or you're not getting enough sleep to function on all cylinders, okay? Nine of Swords also is, it's like an indication that you need to shift negative self-talk. So if you've got a goal in mind, there's something that you really want to do, and you're focused on it, sometimes, all of a sudden we've got fear or anxiety, or we feel, what if we fail? That is the ego trying to prevent you or get in the way of your progress. And you're making progress. You got the Chariot card here. So that indicates victory, success, getting to where you want to go, reaching that goal and making progress. Just have confidence in your wonderful self. You're making things happen, okay? With the Nine of Swords, I feel like it's really about you addressing the inner narrative, because you put, as I said, your all into everything that you do. And because we've got the Devil card there and the Nine of Swords, this can mean that sometimes we hold ourselves back due to our fears or our anxieties, that what if we're not enough? What if we put everything into this and it doesn't work out? Well, they want you to shift the narrative and say, well, what if I do everything and put all of my everything into this and I'm so successful beyond my wildest dreams? Because that is what I see happening for you. I see a lot of success. So if you're thinking about launching something or starting something new, or even putting yourself out there to get a new job opportunity, the Chariot card there with the Death card indicates this change is good. It is successful. I mean, some of you could be tying up loose ends on a project that you've been working on for a while, and you're worried that the client might not like what you do, but actually you find that they love what you do and they give like a bonus or something on top to show their appreciation. So I really feel like you're in a very good position, but the undercurrent is you're worried or anxious about something as well. I mean, in terms of world events, some of you may be worried about the fluctuations economically, and you maybe trying your best to watch videos online about, they're showing me in the water regarding people who discuss economics and what certain markets mean and what it means for people just like us who have our finances or our savings in bank accounts and things like that. Some of you may be trying to learn a little bit more about financial security, and I definitely see you putting yourself in a really good position in order to weather any economic fluctuations. Now, we do have the Transformation card, and because it's in the reverse, it will turn into the upright by the end of the 6 weeks. But because it's in the reverse, you may feel that you're in a repetitive cycle where nothing changes. It's just, new day, same old thing. And nothing is exciting or new. And you may feel that you want to make some changes in your career sector. So whether it's you finding a new way of working, a new approach to the way that you actually do your work, I feel that you are becoming, shall we say, and this transformation actually opens doors. I feel like there's a portal opening up for you of success, reward, and empowerment, because your outcome energy is so important. You've got the Chariot card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Wands, which means you accomplish your goal and then you're on to the next. You're going to be leading a working environment that is a bit more exciting, a little bit more spontaneous. I mean, some of you may even take like freelance work or even a side hustle. Some of you may set up a second stream of income and do something that really helps you bring in more money, because the goal seems to be, how can I make more money to leave a legacy or save for pensions, or because I feel a lot of you are worried about finances. That's what I'm picking up. That's your protagonist energy. But you will transform your working environment. So there could be a new start here for you, taking a leap of faith or launching something new. I definitely see a wonderful adventure beginning for you that leads to where your heart truly desires, okay? I do get a sense that some of you have been working in something that perhaps you haven't felt was your first choice, but I feel with the Six of Cups here, you will return to something that you love doing, something that you felt good doing. And this indicates that there is an offer coming on in here for you regarding your career. But it's something that perhaps you've always, like a pipe dream or something that you wanted to do since childhood. I feel an opportunity becomes available to you to actually do it. Okay, and you've been waiting for this for such a long time, and it's now that you're stepping into this. Okay, so I definitely see some good news headed in your direction regarding your career. An offer is made. My guides just said an offer is made. Thanks so much. I'm sure grateful. Now they're actually showing me a heart with lots of puzzle pieces. So it's like a heart shape, but it's made of puzzle pieces pieces of a puzzle. So this can mean that you're trying to find direction. Where does your heart truly belong in your career? Or you may have felt a little bit confused. Maybe your career or your working environment has become a little bit like crazy right now, or a little bit toxic, and you're trying to understand and put pieces together to find out why things have changed. I feel like it's a symbol or a sign that you will see over the next 6 weeks. So look out for any hearts that have puzzle pieces in the center. I mean, puzzle pieces like the missing piece, you know, the thing that you love doing, but they actually show me a heart that is full of different pieces of the puzzle. So maybe it means that, you know, the missing piece of your career is going to slot into place, and suddenly you're going to be loving all aspects of what you do. So if you're working in an environment that you do not want to leave, it can mean that you have never been given the projects that you find exciting, and suddenly you're going to be offered one. Or it can mean that your boss has promised a promotion or a raise, but it's never happened. Suddenly it's going to be delivered, okay? But ultimately, I get a sense that you're trying to leave an environment that you feel has left you anxious, stressed. You're trying to manage your stress, and I feel like you're leaving a toxic environment in order to breathe the fresh air into something new. I feel like new life, new you. The Three of Wands indicates that there are ample opportunities for you coming your way. But because it's been in the resistance position for some time, you may have felt that there's nothing on the horizon that can open up your career sector. That's all about to change for you. With the Three of Wands, this is about you aligning yourself with your true heart's desire and you making progress. You're going to be expanding on ideas, but also on opportunities in your career. You're making really good choices for yourself as well. So trust your intuition, trust your hunches. This is a card of achievement, okay? And when you get the Three of Wands as well, this is about being confident that what you've done so far will deliver the financial rewards that you desire, and maybe even better than you expected. Because I really feel better than you expected is the overall energy for your reading, okay? Now, the outcome energy, we've got empowerment, which is the Chariot card, success, movement forward, action. Some of you may literally be physically moving to something new. And you may think about going overseas, or even, into a different state. Some of you even may stay within the same company, but you're relocated somewhere else, because the Chariot card is about movement. Any obstacles that you found challenging will be removed from your path, and this is like you plain sailing. Also with the Chariot card, this indicates that your commitment, your drive, and your dedication shows progress, and that confidence will come as you progress even further. I get a sense of willpower and a boost of energy to take you to where you want to go. Now, not all cards have butterflies in them in this deck. You could have, like, there's the Emperor there. You can have the Wheel of Fortune there. You got two cards that have butterflies. So I feel like you are in a transition period in your career where you're actually about to spread your wings and become what you always wanted to become, or what you always meant to become. There's an element of freedom here for you as well. And I feel you're headed in the right direction, okay? It's really interesting that also we have like compass energy with the Wheel of Fortune and this card as well. So there's a lot of wonderful synchronicities in your reading. So if you've been searching for direction in your career, you're going to find a solution to anything that you've been wrestling with, and an opportunity appears almost like a sign to show you this is the way towards success. This is the way to what you're obsessively working hard towards accomplishing at this time. Now, with this card, they're actually giving me a song. Okay, let me just check in with that energy. And I'm hungry like the wolf, straddling the line in discord and rhyme. I'm on the hunt after you. I think it said that. Okay. I mean, Hungry Like the Wolf, I think this is an 80s song. I think it came up before, many years ago, for another reading. I'm not sure. If my memory serves me well, it's Duran Duran. And I mean, Hungry Like the Wolf, wolves are pathfinders. So you're looking for direction. Maybe you're going off being independent, setting up your own business, or you're really hungry for ambition. You're hungry for something that you've tried to accomplished for some time, and there's been a bit of discord. There's been moments of things not working out, and rhyme as you being in the flow or tuning in to the frequencies of good luck. But I feel things are changing for you for the better, and that song plays only to let you know that things are changing. So you will hear that song in the next 6 weeks or so on the radio, or if you're in the mall. Listen out. That song indicates that there is change in your career for the better. I actually feel like there's an opportunity popping out of the blue for you that's going to change everything. This is a card of indicating like destiny meets synchronicity. Fortune's wheel is working in your favor. There's going to be lots of coincidences for you, and I feel like it's a lucky break. Okay, but I feel it's a lucky break pays off, because I feel like you've worked hard for this. You've invested in this for such a long time. Now's the time to reap the rewards. Okay, the gamble will pay off. Also, if you're searching for purpose and you're trying to connect to your true heart's desire, I feel like your destiny is obvious to you now, and you're headed in the right direction. You're going to get lots of signs and symbols that indicate you are headed in the right direction. So look out for that. So for example, if you've always wanted to set up your own company and you wanted to call it Dreams Do Come True, you're going to see that slogan somewhere, Dreams Do Come True. It's going to remind you, set up your own company, call it Dreams Do Come True. Whatever it is. I mean, it could be, they're showing me a ladybug right now. So some of you, like, you may want to set up your own business and call it the ladybug, or your emblem or your logo is a ladybug. You're going to see ladybugs everywhere that indicate set it up. You're going to be successful. I mean, the ladybug tends to be all about good luck, good fortune, and prosperity. So I feel like it's a really good omen. Whatever you're trying to launch or whatever new thing that you're trying to take the initiative on, it's going to be very successful. Okay, now we do have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands is about being bold, going after your visions, making things happen. You're goal oriented, and you're going to make your goals become a reality with this card. This card indicates that you have a desire to get something or accomplish something, and hell or high water, you'll get there. That's why I feel this obsessive energy about you. I get a sense that you are unstoppable. Just don't compromise your morals to get there. There's no quick fix. There's no quick path. You're going to get there in the time that you want to get there. Some of you, your career may involve travel in some way, traveling to either different locations or traveling to different environments, or perhaps there is travel. I mean, maybe you're setting up like a travel blog or something. When you get this card, it means there's fast moving energy anyway. So you don't need to take a quick fix. It means you're headed in the right direction at high speed anyway. This card is also about having new adventure or exploring your options. You're enterprising at this time, and your brilliance, your brilliant ideas will actually, they're very original. They will actually like bring you into the success that you truly desire. There's motivation here. There's movement. I do feel like you're going to be in a state of productivity where you are doing a lot, and then you're on to the next project. So you're going to have a little bit more energy than usual. So even if you're staying at a working environment or not, I get this sense that you're in the flow of action and you're just getting stuff done. You're going to be surprised at how much you get done over the next 6 weeks. You're going to be really proud of your accomplishments as well. Now, this card is a card of being an entrepreneur. So some of you may set up that let me get my teeth back in my mouth, that entrepreneurial business that you've been thinking about setting up on your own. You may feel that it's a risk or a gamble because you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is also like a gamble card, but I feel like you're going to make progress. You've got a plan. So thoughts become things. With the King of Cups here, I feel like you're doing something that you love. You're going to make it happen, and you may be keeping it quietly to yourself. Some of you, with the Seven of Swords there, you may be silently quitting your company that you currently work at, or, what do they call it? Quiet quitting? I'm not sure. When you just suddenly stop doing as much work as you used to do because you know that you're actually going to be leaving because you've got a new opportunity coming on in for you. Seven of Swords, I'm going to pull a card on this one, okay? Because it can mean that you are independent, and you're doing things in your own way. You're doing things that perhaps you or your family have never done before, and you just got a different way of doing things that some people may not understand. The Seven of Swords is like you having an air of non-conformity. You're living life on your own terms, and you're not people-pleasing. It's important to have diplomacy during these times, because some people, they don't get what you're about. They don't get what you're trying to accomplish, and that's okay, because it's not their journey, it's yours. So I really feel it's important to live life on your own terms. But with the Seven of Swords, the history of this card is to find an alternative way to do something so that it's not so hard. So you're not doing all the heavy lifting and dropping stuff and leaving stuff behind. Also, the Seven of Swords says don't go too quickly or you will miss something. Okay, so I really feel slow down. What is meant for you will not pass you by. So let me just pull a card, because the Seven of Swords can also be connected to someone trying to steal your ideas, or someone trying to take credit for things that you are, the ideas that you're coming up with. Three of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify? Yeah, I mean, they're giving me this energy, the same thing again, that something you found difficult, that maybe you felt like you had to give up, or you had to leave behind, or maybe you felt like you were passed over for promotion or something that you went up for and you thought it was yours, but you got rejected from it. They're indicating here something better is being offered to you. An opportunity will return for you to do it. So whether it is something you used to do and you wanted to do, but you took something else instead because it was too difficult at that time. I mean, of course, because of the pandemic, a lot of people had to restructure the way that they worked, because some people lost their jobs. Some companies went out of business. People had to find alternative ways of living or working. So I feel whatever it is you've had to change about your career, you're actually putting yourself in a better position. The Five of Cups indicates it may be sad. You may lament the thing that you felt like you lost out on, but you're not even aware that the universe is delivering better opportunities behind, well, it's behind this figure, but I feel it's in your future. So I feel there is better yet to come. And it returns to you. Better things return to you. The universe is not leaving you out. We've also got the Seven of Wands, which indicates you are so good at what you do. You're someone who is super talented, and this indicates you're above competition, okay? Seven of Wands is like you're capable of going the distance, so do not give up. If you're thinking about walking away from something because it's been really difficult, it's been too hard, the universe is giving you a nudge, okay? There's something better waiting for you, so trust your intuition, make the changes that you feel are necessary. I want you to, the way that they're giving it to me now is to reframe the changes that you're making. So you're not giving up on something, you are evolving and you're outgrowing certain situations. So whether you are trying to enter a new career sector and you're leaving one behind, it doesn't mean you're giving up the old one. It means that you have outgrown a situation, you've evolved, and you've decided that now you want to try something different, or you want to step into something new and exciting. So I feel it's about using that, those experiences. My guides just said you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. The Seven of Wands indicates you're not giving up and you're not compromising. And I feel you're going to see a lot of double number synchronicity, in particular number 7. I feel like you're going to see 777 actually for that. 777 everywhere you go. Okay, but look out for 777 as well. Now, we've got the King of Cups, so I feel there could be a promotion offered to you to do something that you love, something that brings more responsibility, but you love it, okay, because it also brings more money. The King of Cups, you are a natural born leader, so I feel like something that you will gravitate towards with ease. But with the King of Cups, this is basically about protecting everything that you've worked really hard for, but being in a position to be a master of your craft or a mistress of your craft. This is about you being at the top of your game. So there's definitely either a new job, a raise, a promotion, or some sort of opportunity to elevate and have more status in your career. I also feel like there is a patron or someone who really sees how hard you work and sees your talent. They want to elevate you. So you will have support from this person as well. This could be a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be, but they've got very strong Scorpio and Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian, but also a little bit of Leo, Sag, and Aries in their chart. This is someone who sees the ambition in you, and they may even have a conversation about you where they say you remind you of them, okay? And they want to help you. They want to elevate. So they may be the ones offering the promotion or the raise or the new money. But I definitely see you looking at what other opportunities are out there and capitalizing on the best opportunity for you. If you're deciding to stay where you're at, there's a new project or some really good news or something being offered to you that really puts you ahead of everybody else. Be a little bit mindful of that. Remember that it is lonely at the top. So people who were your co-workers, they suddenly are in a different dynamic. They may look at you in a different way. And that's to be expected because, of course, dynamics change, even though you're the same person and you're very fair. But there may be moments where people will be a little bit more diplomatic with you. So if, for example, you all gathered by the water cooler every day and like had a joke and things like that, people may not involve you in that, or they may temper the way that they talk just to make sure that they don't overstep a line just because the status has now changed. So just watch out for that, okay? That's coming through strongly for someone out there as well. If you're setting up your own business, I definitely see you setting something up that is difficult to do. I'm not going to lie to you. I see it's difficult, okay? But I feel the universe orchestrates things behind the scene for you to make it easier for you. So don't give up. If you're looking at something that looks difficult or something that people in you or your family have never done before, I feel like you're doing it like a boss. I get this sense that like a boss, you're working this out. And just as I say that, they're showing me a crown in the water, okay? Now, crowns tend to indicate that you're in a very powerful position, or you will be offered a powerful position, or there's going to be a powerful earning opportunity coming on in for you. But the crown connects to the crown chakra, which is about deep knowingness. So know that you shall be successful or get to where you want to go and accomplish your goal, and it shall be so, okay? You may also see lots of crown imagery over the next 6 weeks that really highlights that there is elevation in your career and that your ideas have purpose, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They want 3, so I will get 3 for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Oh, 3 shuffles. Oh, wow. They're all falling out. You're getting all of the cards. They asked me for 3 shuffles. Okay. So then you got all of the cards. We've got Award, we've got Buddha, and we've got Heart. And finally, we've got Book. So the first card is the Cup. Okay. And the Cup indicates overflowing prosperity, full or empty account, nurturing, taking care of business, and being fulfilled. So I feel if you are not fulfilled or you have an empty bank account at this time, you're going to change that dynamic and you're going to feel more fulfilled. Also, we've got Gears. Okay, so this is about getting into gear, getting organized, things slotting into place. Maybe that's what that heart with the puzzle pieces was, everything slotting into place for you. It says money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion, building, teamwork, time, taking time off, security, okay? So we picked up on all that energy in this reading, but I do feel things are starting to slot into place for you. We've got Award. Says winning money, payoff for effort, recognition, advancement, professional work, and fame. So definitely being noticed for what you do, whether it's if you're wanting fame or not. I feel like you're definitely on the way to success. I feel like you will step into recognition, but when it comes to like being super famous, I feel that will come. Okay, that's what I feel. I feel like you're on the road to that. I don't see it being an overnight success energy if you want to be a famous performer or things like that. I see that you will work hard to get there, but it will be so rewarding because number one, you love what you do, and number two, you're meeting awesome people along the way, okay? We've got the Heart. I'll always be honest with you all. If I see overnight success in the reading, I'll say, overnight success. But in this reading, this energy, I feel like you've put in the hours, you've put in the hard work, and you deserve to be at the top because of all that effort that you put in. Now, we've also got the heart there. And it says here, emotional spending, joint finances, being supported, counselor, guide, having a job you love. And that's the main energy that I've picked up in this reading. Having a job that you love, where you can pour your whole heart and soul into it, and the finances will also be attracted to you as well. I would say be a little bit stricter with your financial budget, of course, but I actually see you doing a lot of saving. So, I mean, I feel like you're already quite strict with your budget. You're cutting back in areas you feel that are necessary. But there may be a moment in the month of March in particular where you feel like emotionally spending a little bit more than you have to spend at that time. So just watch out for that. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but I feel like there is... I feel like you will think before you act. There is an opportunity for you to just overspend a little bit in the month of March. Now, we've also got Buddha, okay, which is all about life purpose and feeling like whatever it is you do adds value to your path as well as to your career sector. So it says more than money, spiritual wealth, counselor, being guided, divine path. Now, that's the second time we've got counselor here. So some of you may be helping others, or you may be using your skills to inform others. Some of you may be even thinking about retiring and finding ways to do a course that you could put online of your experiences and how to teach other people. And it just ticks over on in the background as you retire, and it's passive income. So I really get a sense that there's lots of ideas flowing here for you. And we've got book, okay? Now, book, of course, is about knowledge. So some of you may actually book yourself in a course of learning to elevate your skills or capitalize on your skills so that you can bring more money on in. But it says here, paperwork, contracts, learning as you go, writing, taking a class, education, and law. So some of you will be signing new contracts to elevate into new positions. But I feel a lot of you are going to be focusing on that work-life habit, you know, that routine of getting paperwork done, being on to the next project, really being productive, getting so much done this month. But I feel, I mean, some of you may even write for a living and you're writing a book and you may complete it and send it off to the publishers. But whatever it is that you are connecting to, I feel like there is magic, an element of magic in your work in the next 6 weeks where you're in the flow and positive things are happening for you and you're attracting more abundance as you go. Okay, so I'm just going to go and pull a trinket for you. We have the lucky cat. Whenever you get the cat, that really indicates independence. Okay, so some of you setting up on your own, or if you already work for yourself, I feel like there's some extra luck or new clients or new money coming towards you. The cat is all about keeping your eye on the prize and taking a leap of faith when you feel like the moment is right. So also it indicates that there's some good luck headed in your direction as well, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're giving me that you will see a little black and white cat. It crosses your path. It starts to move towards you and come towards you and is really affectionate, but then it moves away. So it's almost like, I don't know, you know when cats do that teasing thing that cats do? They come up and like, oh, hi, can you just like give me a little stroke? And then they just say, no, not right now, don't touch me. Actually, don't touch me. They do that thing where they come up and you think, oh, hello, and then they go away. You're like, oh, well, screw you then. But I feel like this little cat comes up to you and then it sort of moves away, okay? And I feel this is a lucky omen for you. So look out for a black and white cat that does that to you over the next 6 weeks. Okay, I hope something does resonate in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians. Love and light.